Okay, so I went back to B Pump Ogikubo today to finish off trying all of the white tape, aka Sankyu, aka V3/4 problems. Uh, so the plan today was to try all the ones I didn't try last time. So none of these I have sent before. The one I'm starting with is the only one where I've done all the moves before this, so you could say I have it in two links. So I got warmed up and then went straight to this one, thinking I can probably send it today. So that's kind of the one of the goals is to send this one and then try some of the moves on some of the other ones. So it's this yellow problem here. Starts out pretty easy. The first couple holds are pretty good, and then this right hand is pretty bad, but you're kind of kept on the wall with the left hand, so you have to do this big move, which I guess the crux of this move is generating momentum, since like this right hand isn't really giving you much, so you have to kind of swing your hips into it. And then there's this pretty tricky heel hook that I do for this, which is sort of the crux. So I actually managed to get it on the first try today, so that was pretty nice. All the moves felt pretty good. So yeah, well, I'll show again. So yeah, this part not too bad. Definitely uses a lot of energy, but yeah, the crux here. So this right hand is pretty small. I've seen some people do it without a heel hook, where they just go left hand here, but I think that puts a little more weight on your right hand, and for me this is already pretty close to max holding on to this, so I think for me the heel hook was the way to go. It's definitely took a lot of tries before I could actually get the heel to stay in during this move, because this hold is with the left hand is quite bad as well. And then yeah, the last move is pretty easy. So that's my, I guess, sixth white tape that's in the gym so far. Although, so starting with these, all the problems on this section are gonna get reset starting tomorrow. So yeah, I don't think I had done any of them though, if I remember. Yeah, and up until this point I haven't done any of them, so them getting reset is not wouldn't yeah any I don't know what I'm trying to say. So basically, yeah, the slab, this first move pretty kind of tricky, like standing up on this little slightly slopey foothold with these very small crimpy things. And then this is, I wouldn't even say this is the crux, but this is like the first crux, is going over to the left here, because this hold is really bad. But more than that, like this left foothold is just atrocious. Like you can see, I try here, as soon as I commit to moving to the left, like it's okay to stand on when you're here and you're like pushing opposed to the surface, but as soon as you try to move to the left, it just feels like it's guaranteed to slip, and like you can see here, it does slip. So I haven't actually been able to do that move. Yeah, and then the rest of the problem is also like I haven't done the top part either. I guess I can. Well, I come back to this problem later in the section, so I'll talk about it more then. So this one, I've tried a little bit. I think the bottom part, the bottom half is not too bad, although I completely forgot the beta and I did the wrong thing entirely here, so then I get stuck. So that, I mean, this looks okay, but once I'm here, I realize like, okay, I can't actually do anything. So yeah, here's the real beta. You don't actually want right hand here. You cross over left hand, and then do this kind of shouldery move, and now you can go here. So I saw a lot of people. So this is the way that I first saw people doing it, where it's like you get your foot, then you go to this little side pull, and then you switch feet and get your left foot out here. And I've done that once before, but I've seen people like doing this thing where they just swing their leg all the way over here. So I was planning on trying that, but once I got here, I just felt like, oh, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do that. It just felt like it it wouldn't work at all. So I just went back to this method. But yeah, that foot switch is pretty tricky because this foothold is like completely sideways almost. Yeah, so I didn't do it this time, and I didn't really feel like trying it again because I don't know, my wrist kind of hurt from those slopers. So and also, yeah, the move after that. So after you get your foot here, you kind of press up onto your right hand like a palm down type of thing, and go up into this like thumb, like above your head there, and that move like just feels completely ridiculous to me. I actually haven't. I've seen a lot of people who are quite stronger than me like not be even close on that move either. So yeah. And then here we have this pretty crazy dyno, which I also haven't really gotten close to doing. Yeah, I just kind of spin off there. I'm not really sure how to like not spin, but basically what you're supposed to do is you catch this and your legs swing over a little bit, and then you get the right hand up here, and then get your foot on this, somewhere on this volume, and then yeah, so here I just try it without the starting hold, just like jumping into it, and even then it's like still yeah, so that's sort of what it's supposed to look like. But yeah, putting my foot up is also, I can't even do that. So okay, so this one I actually, there's like this first, yeah, okay, so it's kind of, I actually kind of hurt my finger on this hold the other, like a week or two ago. So my plan here is to not like, okay, well actually I'm trying this beta, which basically I've seen people do. If you can like get your foot here successfully and stand up, you can just reach here statically and it's chill. But for me, it's like so scrunched in this corner. Like there's, you can see I'm like, yeah, I would need to be, I think I'm close to being able to do it, but I would need to be a little bit more flexible, probably. Yeah, and then here's, I think I'd try the same beta again one more time. So I've never been able to do it this way, but I've seen people do it this way. I haven't seen anyone who's like, yeah, so this also, yeah, like it just, you really want the knee pointing this way to be able to stand up, but yeah, maybe with a little more stretching I'll be able to do that. Oh, and here's, yeah, okay. So here I tried the other beta, which is one that I have done before, but again, even though I did the move, it really hurt my finger. So I'm being a little cautious this time. My plan is to basically just let go if I don't get it right. But I got it good, and it felt like, okay, I can control the momentum pretty well. So I managed to do it without it hurting my finger too much, so that was good. But then here's the actual crux. So you have to kind of go into this little blocked crimp, and yeah, like this hold here that I go to, um, on this move, like it's a pretty good hold. Like it's like in cut more than a pad, so that's like what makes it possible to do the move that way, even though it is still pretty hard. Like you can see I'm kind of shaking a little bit. But this hold here, it's like kind of you can barely see it. Oh god, you can barely see it in the video, but there's a little hold there which is very slopey, so it's really hard to like pull on it. I mean, like holding it is fine, but actually trying to like move upwards with it just feels really hard. And you can see, I don't really even get close. What is this? Oh, okay, yeah. So next, this is another one that's going to be gone soon. This black one. I haven't really tried it too much, but I think today, yeah, I've never gotten past these like bottom section. So it's, yeah, you start out, you kind of a bit of a campus move to the left, and then come into this undercling, get some side pulls. This one and this one are pretty good, but this one's pretty tiny, so I was not able to get it quite good there. And then I'll just try the next move, and I don't know if this is right or not, but I've seen people do it something like that. You basically just go up into this, but this is not very good, so yeah, I'm not really sure about that move. Okay, so here's a slab. Of all the white tape slabs I've tried, this one has felt probably the most doable, so I think I'll probably keep trying it in the future. But it's still, like the slabs here, it's they never feel like, I don't know, it's a slab, but it still feels like you have to use a lot of strength. Just the way they set them, it's like, yeah, I don't know why. Okay, yeah, I think I was just not trusting this foot enough, and then I can't really see this. I know I'm supposed to put my foot there, but I can't really see it, and I just, yeah. I think this area was busy, so I moved, but I do try it again later, so. And then this one, this is just a crazy move. Like, I've seen kids do it, but this foot is so high for me, it's like really hard to generate any momentum. But what you're supposed to do is kind of step up and then press into this right hand. But like this hold is so smooth and like flat, like, yeah, even with using this pink hold, this jug to help me, I still can't even like stick that position. So yeah, that one's just crazy. And here we have this yellow one. Also haven't tried too much. I actually, like this first move kind of blocks me, but the rest of it maybe seems workable, so I'll probably try that, the upper moves more. But yeah, basically it's just a big going from this undercling to this small hold, and it's not that small, but the problem is like, since you have to hold this undercling, your left hand's like pulling you down, which makes it harder to hold the right hand, if that makes sense. So I don't know. And yeah, I just kind of try the next part, this kind of pinchy, slopey thing, pretty hard to hold on to. And then yeah, so I don't know, I think if I keep trying that top part, maybe I can do more moves there, but the first move feels very hard. So okay, yeah, so I went back to this slab just to like try that move again. Um, I've never done it, but I remember being closer last time I tried it, so I wanted to like try to get closer again. And also, yeah, this is like a different camera angle because there was people sitting there where I had the camera last time, so it looks a little different. But yeah, I still, um, yeah. So the problem is like, if you make the foot not slip by pushing into the wall, it just like pushes your body away from the wall, and then since this is so slopey, it's I don't know how the it's like a very tricky move. Then I try it again here. One more time. I think, yeah, I kind of try to go statically, but you can see like I'm trying to put any weight on this and it just slips off. So maybe I try to commit more. No. Yeah. Okay, and then here's this red one. I couldn't even fit the whole problem in the frame from this angle, but I've actually, starting from here, gone to the top before, but I've never done this first move, which is like a dyno. A lot of the dynos they set here are like very horizontal or diagonal, so like being tall doesn't really help with a lot of these dynos because you're kind of like jumping sideways, and it's just like feels pretty odd. Like you're jumping to this very it's a like quite slopey diagonal hold. Let's see, try it again. Oh, okay. So that actually felt pretty good. So I was thinking like one of the ways it seems possible is like you jump here, and as you're swinging to the right, you like get your right hand up. So like kind of like a 1-2 like paddle. It's like if you imagine like if I controlled the swing better and went up there, that's what I was kind of thinking about. But at the end of the day, I think it's actually easier to just try to stick on this hold. Let's see, do I try it again? Okay, one more try. Because yeah, that previous one's actually the closest I've ever been. Oh! that was a pretty funny looking fall, but unfortunately it was out off the frame. Okay, yeah, and then this one is just fricked, man. Like the starting hole is so bad, and these holes are so far away, like, and they're also bad. I just don't know how. I've never seen anyone do this, or I've never watched anyone do this, so I don't actually know what the intended method is, but yeah, like this starting hold is just really terrible. It's like slopey, except for like the very lip of it is slightly holdable, but yeah. Okay, so this hold is awful, terrible hold. It's like, I think this one's a little better, but I've never been able to actually like land it because this one is just so bad. It's like slopey, and you get a little bit of a spot for your thumb, but the thumb part is also slopey, so it's like not really a good pinch. Yeah, you can't really see from the video, but okay, so I went back to the slab. My goal is to at least like get one move further, which means like putting my foot on this thing, which if you can't tell is also like a dual text, and it's like pointing this way. Like the textured part is on the left side, which is kind of mean. I don't know, they do that a lot, like these dual text footholds. So yeah, here I managed to actually get my foot, and like it's actually pretty good, but the problem is like I can't actually see my foot. I can only, so I don't actually know if it's on there good or not, so it's really kind of spooky to like put weight on it when I have no idea how good it is. But turns out it is actually pretty much perfect, so I probably should have just like trusted it more. Um, but yeah, I kind of get here and then I kind of feel stuck. I'm not really. I think some people like if you really commit onto this left foot, you can go left hand up to something over here. Yeah, like this one. But yeah, I don't know. But that was the farthest I've gotten on this, so not too bad. Maybe I'll probably try that more in the future. Oh, so here. Oh, is that all? That might have been all the white tape, because here I'm trying to light. Yeah, I don't know. Here I'm trying to light blue. So this is the next grade up, but this move just seems really cool. So I wanted to try it. So it's like this toe hook, and then you basically, if you release the toe hook, you'll swing, and if you have super strong fingers, you could probably hold this. Like Will Bosey did this probably, and I think he just like held the swing. But the actual like normal way to do it is you swing and then you use that momentum to jump like campus dino to this hold. So here's my attempt of that, but didn't really seem that close. Okay, yeah, and then here I went over, so this is my actual project of the light blue tape, which is 2Q NIQ, which is like V4/5. So I've never done any problem of this grade, but I've been trying this one for a very long time, like probably close to maybe around 10 sessions, like maybe like a month. So today I actually for the first time did the first move, but with my left foot on the ground, just to like make it a little bit easier. But my phone was in photo mode instead of video mode, so I didn't actually get the video of that. But after I did that, I started trying like the legit start with both my feet off the ground. But yeah, basically the move is here. You get some momentum, you're pressing on the left here. You grab this little sideways sloper thing, land your foot here, and now you're kind of swinging, and you want to like pull on this to get to this sloper also. And then that's the first move, and I've never done it until, well, today was the first time I did it with my foot on the ground. But yeah, so let's see, I tried again. It's definitely like the most difficult. Also, like this right foot, as you can see, again, it's like a dual text, but it's upside down. So like your foot is actually on the slippery part pretty much, like you can see here. Yeah, so it's kind of like annoying that they do that. So yeah, there I just didn't get the right hand good, so you kind of have to land the right hand like perfectly to be able to continue, because this, as you can see, like this is like around a corner, so like no matter what you do, your momentum as you transition around the corner is going to be like shooting you away from the wall. So you really have to use this to pull yourself in, but since it's like a sloper, you can't really pull yourself in that much unless you get your fingertips like right to the back of it where it's like slightly in cut. Yeah, so let's see, boom, and then okay, so so yeah, I guess one thing about this gym is like a lot of the problems are really close together, and I think there's a culture here of like people don't really care about dabbing. So like obviously like I majorly dabbed on this red volume here, but I think the mentality here is like, okay, if this hold wasn't there and it was just the wall, would I have still stuck the move? And I think the answer is like very clearly yes, because like I had it pretty good here, and I mean it looks like I'm standing it really does look like I'm just standing on this red volume, but really my foot's just pushing forward. My foot's not like pushing down at all. And yeah, you can see like, yeah. So it's, I mean, yeah, it definitely feels bad to like not get it cleanly, but there's like so many things going on with this move. It's like, yeah, I mean, maybe you can tell like I probably definitely would have held it if that wasn't there, but whatever. Oh, okay, and then so, oh man, this is also so this is so actually this is the first time I ever did the first move, and it's also the first time I ever did the last move. So the last move, as you can see, like you get your foot pretty high on this little, again, it's like a little dual text thing, and you have to kind of launch yourself up and then get your right hand pressing down here and the left hand on this like very sideways almost hold. And then you can see here I actually managed to not dab anything, and my feet touched only the wall there, so that was actually pretty clean. But yeah, that was kind of miraculous, like the first time I did this move and the first time I ever did this move both in the same attempt. So yeah, besides the dab, that was my first send of this grade ever, and that probably like 100 tries. So definitely like the hardest, trickiest coordination dyno I've ever done. And in terms of like actual finger strength, this is definitely like way softer than all the other light blue tape problems. So I guess it kind of like suits me in a sense, or it's just like a soft, but yeah, it's definitely like the softest one in the gym right now. Yeah, so here I'm trying another one, which is this red one, I believe. And I don't know, I like trying the ones on this wall because it's like the steepest wall, so the holds tend to be bigger, but on this one there's some very small holds here, so it's actually probably a little hard for me. Like this move, I have stuck that move a couple times, but the next move, it's like you have to bring your right hand also to this little crimp, and you have like this is like your only foothold is this like slopey thing, which is terrible. So that, yeah, this move I've stuck a couple times, but the next move I don't even feel anywhere close to doing. And then after that you have to like do a big jump to these little volcanoes, and then yeah, I've never really tried the top section, but okay, so actually I went back to this red one through the dyno, and I did it without, and I wasn't recording, but I actually did the dyno, and I got to the last move and didn't do the last move. So then I decided like, oh well, okay, I'll try it again, but actually record. Oh, also this, I guess, yeah, this this little like freaking 8-year-old kid is just cruising this. Yeah, that's a pretty cool move, right? Like, boom, okay, and then yeah, he actually sends the problem. It's pretty crazy. There's always like some insane kids running around at this gym who are just doing really hard problems, and also like pro climbers as well. I don't know why I tried recording all that. Okay, yeah, so here, let's see if I can, oh, so I did the dyno, and then boom, a little campus move, get the foot up. And then the rest is not too bad, it's just like a little powerful, so if you get tired, it's kind of hard. Yeah, then the last move's pretty big. Oh, okay, barely got it. So that was nice actually. So today I sent 2 new white tapes, which is pretty. I think this might be the second time I've ever sent 2 new ones in the same day, and then obviously getting this one today was also pretty insane. Let's see this one more time. That felt really good. Maybe I'll try to do it again and just like try not to dab, but yeah, it still felt good even with the dab. But yeah, even honestly, like even pro climbers dab here. I see like World Cup winning climbers dab all the time, so yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's all.